Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, Ethan, and this is Roster United. Today in Roster United, we're going to go in depth with a few characters. Because I don't know if I told you, I think I did last episode. I forgot to do Guardians of the Galaxy expansion characters. You might have not noticed it on the website or even here on the channel. So sorry about that. That's my mistake. But today we're gonna fix that. Today we're gonna go in depth here with Star-Lord and Groot. Yes, Star-Lord and Groot. And this is just part one. Part two will be made either next week or sometime in the next few days. And in the part two, we will feature Gamora and Rocket Raccoon. It will be very fun. I've had many experiences and great gameplay with all of these characters, and it's just going to be a blast. So please stay tuned, and again, thank you for listening to this episode. Before we get started, just a few things just to have in mind. This is not a sponsorship at all, but I just want you guys to, I just recommend it 100% to please support CMON Games, because they are the creators of Marvel United, X-Men United, and many other beloved games. CMON, for me personally, is great. It's one of my favorite companies. I personally like Munchkin Dungeons. I think that is a great game. I have everything for that game, and it's just so much fun. CMON does so much games, and I'm just so happy that they made Marvel United and X-Men United. Other than that, though, that is it. Please go visit them on cmon.com, and there you can see their upcoming news, especially their new Kickstarter that's going to come out soon of Masters of the Universe, featuring He-Man, Skeletor, and so much more. Please stay tuned to that. That is just great company. Thank you very much, CMON, for making this beloved game that I like and that many others love. Well, without further ado, let's begin here with Star-Lord. Now, it might sound a little rough just because, I don't really have my website. Usually in my website, I get all my information there, that I put. But since I totally forgot Guardians of the Galaxy somehow, I have to look at the cards physically. So I have to count them out. It might take a while, but let's get through this together. All right. So let's start here with Star-Lord. He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He has 5 moves. He has 2 hits. He also has 5 heroics. And he also has 2, 4, 6 wilds. 6 wilds. Wow, that's a lot. So any just comments here. Again, 5 moves, 5 heroics, 2 hits, and 6 wilds. That is a lot. I really like this character. Just stat-wise, I have played with Star-Lord many times. And one of my teammates liked Star-Lord a lot. And I just played with him, and it was really fun. Team-wise, Star-Lord is great. Stat-wise, he's pretty decent. I can't lie. I do like the 6 wilds, but still has the flexibility of moving and doing lots of heroics. I like that a lot. His power, which is Problem Solver. It says here, give a hit, heroic, or move token from the pool to any other hero. That is pretty interesting. Now, again, for episode 20, we're going to have debates. So just a little side note here. This power, Problem Solver, again, give a hit, heroic, or move token from the pool to any other hero. Compared to Captain America's power, which says give a wild token to any hero. What is the difference there? well, there's not really a big difference, but, well, you know what? I'm stepping my foot too in this. I have to let it go. We'll talk more about that, but just to have that in mind, the debates are kind of open on the two powers, which is better, which isn't. So, yeah. But anyway, this power, I think Star-Lord is pretty nice. I think I like it. Where you can give any token to anybody, really. It's almost as same as a wild, as giving out a wild. Now, the only problem is, though, Star-Lord gives it specifically what you need. Sometimes you don't need it specifically. Sometimes you just need a wild to do anything that comes up. It can happen automatically. I've played the game so many times now that I just know that, hey, this is a problem. We got to fix it. Star-Lord can give you a hit. He can give you a move. He can give you a heroic. Specifically, though, I prefer more of a wild. I'm more of a person that likes to give wilds out, not specifically what tokens they want. I just think wilds are more flexible. But still, just basing on Star-Lord's power, it's not that bad. It's honestly not that bad. He's a really good character. I like his cards. His ability, that's his only ability he has, and I think it is really, really good. So we see here clearly Star-Lord is a wild slash move slash heroic character. Honestly, for me, I would give him a medium overall character. I think he's a little higher than Black Cat, in my opinion. Since Black Cat had like 5 moves, 4 hits, 3 heroics, or something like that. On this case, Star-Lord has 5 moves, 5 heroics, 2 hits, but he also has 6 wilds, which is really, really nice. 2 symbol card wise, he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He has 6 out of 12 cards that are 2 symbols. That is not that bad. Overall, I think Star-Lord is one of the most powerful characters in the game. Not just flexibility wise, not just, he's a good overall character, but his ability is also good. I've had great experiences with him. It's just been great. He's one of my top characters, probably in my top 10 characters I would put him. And he's just really nice and helpful. I think he is great. Again, Star-Lord, medium overall character. I like it. I have played with Star-Lord many, many times, especially my uncle. He really thinks Star-Lord is better, one of his favorite characters. And personally, for me, I think, just playing as me playing as another character and my friend or my uncle or my dad, whoever it is playing Star-Lord, Star-Lord helps me a lot, helps the team a lot. Not just giving out those symbols, but just having those 2 symbol cards, flexible in his symbols. It's really nice. He's a good character. Again, I have played with Star-Lord tons of times, and I have played with Star-Lord tons of times, and almost every single time we dominated, especially with Star-Lord. Getting in there, and I think he's just such a good character. Next up, we have Groot. Interesting. We got Groot. Groot here. He is a great character. Now, what does he have to different than Star-Lord? He has something different, actually, than any other character in all Marvel United. Stay tuned. Alrighty, so now we are going into Groot. And very interesting what Groot has. All of his cards except for 2, which is 10 of his cards, have an ability, which is interesting. We'll talk about that later, though. What are his symbols? He has 3 moves, he has 4 hits, and 3 heroics. Honestly, not that bad, I guess. 3 heroics, 3 moves, 3 or 4 hits. That's not that bad, of course, and 3 wilds. That is not that bad. The only problem, though, is that he has absolutely none 2 symbol cards except for 1, which is his double wilds. But what makes this character strong? Because honestly, for me, he is amazing, great team player. Why is that? he has no two symbol cards. Well, it's his abilities. He has this, which says, I am Groot with a question mark. This is in his move cards. All of his move cards has this ability. And this is what it says. It says, move any other hero to a location adjacent to them. Adjacent to them. So we see here clearly, Groot can move characters, yourself or others, to a location adjacent to them. So Groot can get other teammates into other locations, so they can do things. They can be helpful. Because sometimes you can be stuck in a location and you're super far away from the fight or super far away from civilians or thugs or whatever the case may be. Groot can get you closer. He might not get you there, but he might get you closer. He also has I am Groot with an exclamation mark, and it says here, you and another hero deal damage in your respective location. That is 1 damage. So we see here you can be across the board with Groot. Another character, let's say Doctor Strange is in, opposite from where Groot is. You two can deal damage in your location. That is nice. I like that a lot. That is good team playing, and I just like it. I've had so many experiences with these two that it almost works every time, because no matter where your characters are, Groot can always help and be helpful, even if he's somewhere where you might think, well, he's not going to do anything here. But with his abilities, which is almost every card you play with Groot, he can do lots, and I mean lots of stuff. I like that, where he can deal a damage to not just Groot's location, but in a hero's location. That is pretty cool. He also has We Are Groot. We Are Groot. And this is what the power says. It says you and another hero draw 1 card. That is nice. Bunch of us Marvel Champion fans, or those who are fans, of course, of this podcast, probably know that lots of my friends, family members, including myself, like recharge abilities, meaning likes to draw more cards. Again, your cards in Marvel United is your life. If you have 2 cards in your hand, that means you have 2 lives left. And Groot here can give you a card. And no, it doesn't matter where you are in the board, in the game, it don't matter what. If you play that card, you are going to draw a card, and not just yourself, but also to another teammate. That's what's cool. That's what's awesome. I like his powers. And we see here clearly sure, when you play a card, it might have 1 symbol. But you know what? With his abilities, he can do anything almost. And not just helping himself, which is really strange. He can help himself, but also can help others, other teammates. And I truly, and I mean truly, like that. For example, I have played a match with Groot. I have played, let me see here. I have played with Groot in bunch of stuff, bunch of villains. We've always brought him up because he was interesting to match with other characters. No matter if another character was a big hitter, a big heroic character, or a big mover, Groot helped a lot. He's very supportive. If you wanted to, rank him in this, if you want to rank him, Groot would honestly, in my opinion, would be also in the top 10, at least top 15, because Groot is super great. He, again, can just go and do anything he wants and help, not just help his teammates, but also has the benefit of helping himself, which is good for the player. And Groot is just powerful, great. Again, one of the top kind of team player kind of characters in the game. Groot is phenomenal. honestly, if we're comparing, I would choose Groot over Star-Lord. But that's just my opinion because I think I like to be a big hitter and a mover kind of thing. I like those characters. But honestly, when I first played Groot, I'm like, man, this guy's awesome because, Groot can do anything. I mean, not just hits and heroics and move, but with his abilities, he can do even more with that. He could take advantage of that. And that's what I truly, truly like and appreciate from Groot. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we just went through Groot and Star Lord. I hope you had a blast hearing this. Um, Sorry if you hear any background noises. You know, we're still, in pandemic, so working here with the family. So sorry about that if you hear a little bit. But other than that, hopefully you've had a blast again hearing this, just being here with us. This is truly, again, very special. I love this, and I just can't see myself stopping I just can't see myself stopping from making these episodes. And I'm so glad that you guys are hearing it as well. Just before we go, I'd just like to say a few more things. This is episode 18, so 2 more episodes left, and then we'll hit the cool new series, per se, which is called Debates. Again, Debates is where we're going to choose 2 characters and really, we're going to debate on many experiences, opinions, and just full-on stats and abilities of which is better character. And we're going to be probably ranking them at the same time, so it'll be interesting for you people who are listening to see what I like to rate, what is in my top 10 characters, and stuff like that. Of course, we're going to be doing a few lists as well. We'll be going through all 65 or 68 characters and just ranking them from best to worst. And we're also going to be ranking all of our villains, what are our favorite villains to play against, and which aren't. Experiences, and just so much. It's just so much fun to talk about this game. And so I'm going to also bring some more of my family members, some more of my friends to come and talk about this magnificent game that I really enjoyed and that I really like to do episodes and talk to you guys about. Again, thank you so much, Simon, for making this game. Truly appreciate it. Again, guys, please visit Simon.com. That is phenomenal. I personally like and enjoy what they do. And until next time, I am your host, Ethan, and this is Roster United. I forgot to say one more thing. I can't believe it. Wow. I just like to say just a little reminder. Next week or next few days, whatever it is, I'm going to be releasing part 2 of Guardians of the Galaxy expansion, and we'll be going through Gamora and Rocket Raccoon. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, now my name is Ethan, and now I'm going to say goodbye. This is Roster United. Have a good day.